Hola, hola.
I tried to get
Hola, Johnny. Hola, hola.
hola,
Oh,
but
let me turn off the. I'm gonna get some feedback here if I don't turn this off. Hold on. Hola, Johnny. Okay, can Johnny and Jamie, can you hear us? Okay. Is there like an echo or anything? Okay. Hey, Joe. All right. Yeah. Let me fix my audio real quick.
what's up, Joe?
Sounds good. Okay. I remember to mute that. That's what it was. All right. This is our first live from our new setup and our new place. Had to get the technical difficulties out of the way. All right, sounds good. No delay. Happy fall, beautiful leaves, and those of us still in the U.S. Spring, spring in Ecuador. Yeah, but I guess it's like almost always spring here in Cuenca. So, um, Sean, thank you. So we've been here 3 weeks.
Going, it'll be 3 weeks on Saturday.
Saturday. Okay. Um, this is definitely sound great. Thank you. This is definitely a different adventure from Salinas and Santa Elena in general. Um, and by no means are we trying to be negative about Salinas or Santa Elena. The whole country has its own issues. Every place has different issues. We really liked it in Salinas.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. But we wanted something. We just want to do something different. And there's no point in being stagnant. You get an award for beautiful backdrops. Thank you. uh, there's no point in being stagnant. So that's why we, decided to do something a little different. Um, Maybe save some money, which it doesn't seem like we save any money when we first moved, but
Well,
definitely on
I
a
mean,
monthly basis, yes.
whenever you move into a new place, you got to make some adjustments. You have to get some things that you may not thought you may have needed. So the first month is always going to be more than what you expect,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it'll taper off because I'm going to
She's gonna
whip
put
him
the
in.
clamps. She's
I'm
gonna put the
gonna
clamps on me.
get him into shape, like understanding how this is supposed to go.
I ain't that bad, y'all.
Yes, he is. He loved ordering online. That's his
Well,
weakness.
there are things that I want that I cannot get here in English. So yes, so sometimes I have to order them.
That's the best way to learn Spanish. Stop trying to take out the easy way
Yeah, but if I
and I
no
got access. You
no
got Google
no no
Translate.
no
Translate that shit.
no no, if I'm trying to learn something, nah, I don't want to try to do it in Spanish.
It was kind of it was warm today, Jamie.
Yeah,
Um,
Choy de Lake. Where's that? I'm gonna check that out. Um, but yeah, it was and yesterday. Yesterday was kind of up there yesterday because my
woo.
birds were like panting. Remember,
Oh yeah.
like,
Yeah. If you, I mean, for one, I realized not to leave without a hat. I
yeah,
wear a hat and walking places up.
yeah, yeah. I mean, we know where the bus stops are, but I don't know. Like it can be a little confusing every once in a while.
Okay, so let me give you an example. So we was in Central, and we were waiting for the bus at this bus stop. So let's say I'm facing north, right? So I'm south facing north. And the bus that we were supposed to be on was coming from the west.
Yeah, it was like right around the corner. It was crazy.
And he was like, I said, you sure? Because it doesn't say this bus comes here. He was like, no, it's right. It'll be here about 5 minutes. It should be arriving now. And it was arriving on the west.
Yeah, but that's because, hold on. The bus that was scheduled, that we were supposed to be getting on, so it was this corner. It's at a park in Central. And there's bus stops on both sides of that park. So the one that we were standing at, we were waiting for that particular bus, but it just didn't show up for whatever reason. So I said, okay, we can take this other bus. And when I happened to look, it says arriving now. So we look over to our left, and that bus was just pulling up to the bus stop. And
arriving now.
Yeah, and pulling away before, like, oh my goodness, yeah. So
and it was hot that day.
It was hot that day.
But we are enjoying the experience and learning from our mistakes.
Yeah.
And one of the mistakes we made recently with the bus, we got on after 5.
From the mall.
So the bus was empty.
Empty.
And we sat up almost like somewhere
3 seats from the front.
From the middle. Wait, from the middle.
Well,
exit.
yeah.
We had like, I don't know how many stops before we were getting to our destination. But just know, the capacity, I think it was like 60 people.
Yeah, it was about 100 people on that bus.
Standing, and the driver kept letting people on. Maybe 1 or 2 people get off, but 12 people get on.
Yeah.
We get to another stop, another 8 people get on. So just imagine we were.
It was so bad. It was so bad that like the people were paying at the front, because you got to get in at the front to pay. They were paying at the front, and they had to go to the middle and the back to get on the bus. So they would run to the front to pay and then run to the back to get on. And I was like, oh my God, we will never, ever do that again, because especially on that particular bus, because that's the one
we won't get on after 5, leaving Central.
That particular bus is the closest one to where we live, but it's the only one that goes that particular route. So like, at the end of the day, everybody's on that bus going that way. So yeah, we won't do that again.
Yeah, but it was a treat. Trying to get off. Jamie says we took a bus. It was about an hour. It is the Civil Craft Town. Filigree, beautiful. Oh, I guess that question you was asking about where.
Yeah. I don't know why my chat isn't working correctly, so I'm gonna close it here. But we still got you over here on the other side. I just won't be able to pop them up on the screen. Took a bus about an hour. So yeah, we'll have to check that out. There's a lot of stuff we want to do still.
Well, I found that you can go to Baños on bus 100.
Yeah, we've seen that. Yeah. Okay, Angela Lewis. Hey guys, glad you seem to like Cuenca, even with Ecuador's issues. No desire to check out some other countries. Thanks for sharing the good and the bad.
Nope.
No, not for us. We
only
speak for us. We only speak for us. We want to emphasize that. Like, we do not ever tell anybody what you should or shouldn't do.
This is strictly us.
Right. This situation works great for us. Even with, the issues in the country, power outages or whatever.
We talk about it.
Yeah, that stuff is temporary.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time. The government can't control the rain.
Yeah. They made mistakes leading up to this. Yeah. Absolutely.
But even if let's say there was no mistakes and there's a drought, what can you do if there's no rain?
If there's no water in the reservoir and all your power comes from reservoirs. Now, yeah, there should have been some pre-planning. Like the country shouldn't be so heavily reliant on hydroelectric power. Ain't no use crying over spilled milk at this point. Like this situation we're in.
I think the way we look at it, somebody else's situation is worse than ours.
Yeah,
some
absolutely.
people are in war zones. We're not in war zone. There was just a hurricane. People are without electricity.
People died.
We've been in hurricane situation where we did not have electricity for 10 days.
Yeah.
And that was not on and off. It was strictly.
Yeah, it was just off.
And we made do.
Yeah.
You know, you have to learn to adapt. And we don't mind adapting.
Yeah.
We go outside.
And there are certainly people here in Ecuador who have it a lot worse than we do. So absolutely, we can't pretend to complain about what's going on here. Like, it's inconvenient sometimes, but whatever. We get on the bus.
Outside.
The bus always has power. Like, you get on the bus and go somewhere, because every major place here in Cuenca has a generator. And most of the smaller shops have generators.
Yeah. Now, we did walk through Central, and there was
A street full of generators.
They're loud, and it does give off fumes. You have to, take the good with the bad, but it still functions. And we just...
People move on. Like we have always said, that we feel bad for the businesses that are really affected by this. And, we try to, as much as we eat, we try to we try to help these businesses out as much as possible. Because it's not fair to them. Like, they didn't cause this problem. They're not being greedy and nothing. It wasn't anything like that. It's like out of their hands. So, B, Harvey Usuri 2011 chicken book, best. I'll check it out. I actually have a chicken book that I got on Amazon, an ebook, like 3 years ago. Let's see, Johnny, haven't tried the buses yet. Buses are pretty good in comparison.
Yeah.
In comparison.
Now, I will say, once you get on, like, soon as you step on, hold on.
Yeah, he's moving.
He's not waiting until you sit down. And I think friend Lorana was talking about that. If you're not ready to hang on, don't get on.
Do not. Okay, pro tip. Do not get on the bus. I don't care if you're me. Do not get on the bus with 2 full hands. All right? Because one, you got to tap the little thing with your card. And you may be able to do that if you're holding a bag in that hand. Like, tap if you already got it ready. But he's moving as soon as the last person taps that card. And if you're not sitting down, you're going to go flying down that aisle if you're not ready to grab onto the poles or something. So, pro tip, have at least one hand free.
Hang on.
But the buses, Johnny, to your point, the buses are better than they were in Santa Elena, just because it's more organized. We rode the buses a lot in Salinas, but here it's just a lot more organized. You can use 2 different apps. I made a video about the Move It app, but you can also use Google Maps to track your transit and get on the right bus or whatever. The only difference is Google doesn't give you the station-by-station breakdown like Move It does. But anyway, they both work, and it's a lot more convenient. And you can just tap with the card. You ain't got to bring change. Economy suffering. Sean Lovick. Economy suffering due to blackouts, stores closing, etc. I don't know if, like, stores have, personally, that may be true. I don't know if stores are, like, closing, like, going out of business because of what's going on. I'm pretty sure that's probably happening.
Or some of them just close.
Or they close, they close during the blackout hours. Central Sur here they got it together. Like, they're better than CNEL in Santa Elena, because Central Sur has an app, and, like, you can go on their website and just click and look at the map, and it shows you exactly where the outages are and what times they'll be. So it's really easy to plot, like, where you want to be and where you want to go if you're going to be moving around during the blackout hours. And it's just, I don't know, like, it's really convenient, because I get up every day and, like, okay, what's our outage time? And it's just, it's that easy. Rather than me having to go down some list of places that I don't even know where they are, and I don't know if that's our sector, I don't know any of that. So you can just look on a map and see. Which one we got? Here. Johnny Cuenca for almost 4 months. Nice. That's right. Because you told us a while back. That's right. So, for us, the adjustment has been pretty... It's not hard. It hasn't been hard. It's just different, dealing with the altitude and the different weather.
I mean, that weather doesn't bother me. So
Yeah, well, okay, so it dictates when you want to go outside to walk or do anything because if the sun is out, it changes your mindset. Like, okay, well, how far do I want to walk right now?
we have walked in the hot sun.
Yeah,
Okay, so it doesn't determine where we go because we've been out there in the hot sun. So I don't know what you're
it kind
referring
of
to.
does. It kind of does.
We've been out there.
And an adjustment. An adjustment is we usually carry a rain jacket with us.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, and a little umbrella, just in case. But we carry our raincoats with us.
Yeah, because he
everywhere
got
we go.
caught without
I
one.
got caught without, and I won't make that mistake again. I suffered that day. So, the rain and lack thereof sometimes. Before we came, of course, it was like a long drought. It slacked up a little, but it's still not like raining to the extent that the government wants it and some of the people here want it. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get some more
Yeah, you
significant rain.
said we were supposed to get some rain in the upcoming days.
Yeah, like maybe like 2 more days. Then it's supposed to rain for like 4 or 5 days straight. But that's only like percentages of the cities, like 40 to 80% or whatever. Hopefully that remains true, and hopefully it becomes 100% because the entire city needs water, and so do the reservoirs. So hopefully it rains close to them too. I know there's a couple rivers that go directly to the reservoir. I forgot which ones they were. You want to say something? Oh. Adjustment, like living in a house versus a condo. Is it easier?
Yes and no. Walking upstairs, that's an adjustment versus getting on the elevator. Not, I guess, basically, we didn't go out. It's not that much different because we didn't go out much in the condo. We don't go out much here.
Yeah.
You
well,
know,
it don't seem like that for these last 3 weeks.
But I'm saying, like, when we're in, we're in.
Yeah.
You know, we do the same thing we did when we was in Salinas. We go get whatever we need to get and we come back. We don't lollygag.
Yeah.
It's just not something we do. We have an agenda and we go do whatever we need to do and we come back.
Except for that day we got on the crowded bus. We were kind of just chilling that day. Because we went out somewhere and then we were like, oh, let's go to the mall. And then we kind of chilled for a while at the mall. But generally, yeah, we just go where we want to go and come right back. So that part is pretty much the same. Like our habits haven't really changed. I got the birds, I got the quail, so I got to keep eye on them. LaShawn has kind of taken
No, I haven't.
a motherly approach, and she.
Look, he killed a bird. Okay?
I did not kill a bird. What are you talking about? She like I went out there with a bat and hit the bird or something.
That bird, he told me the bird died, and I was like, why? Because you didn't have they don't have a place to nest and set up.
No, that wasn't the reason. It could have been 100 different reasons why the bird passed away. It could have had issues.
So what?
It could have been sick. Let's see. My chat list just updated, y'all. So give me a second.
You are here. Okay.
No, Jamie, Bus 100. I don't think Bus 100 comes here.
No,
but we've seen it like all over.
Probably
close to the Centro
Terminal Terrestre, somewhere over there.
There was another place we saw it when we were standing.
We was over by Terminal Terrestre.
No, a different one. I'm talking about it's there too, but there was another place. Remember where that guy was asking me about the tour bus?
Bus 100 came there.
Yeah, because I remember it coming by. Or I remember it being on the board or whatever.
Wasn't that on Dulce de Albero?
Nah, don't start me lying.
It's over by Cuenca. I know that the university.
Okay.
Well, anyway, when he get on the bus, y'all, he just on the bus. I'm looking around.
I'm checking.
I'm trying to see.
Hold on. So she's distracted.
I'm not distracted.
I'm focused.
He's not focused.
To make sure that we're on the right bus and we're going the right direction. Because
hold on,
3 separate times, 4 times.
4 times you had us on the wrong bus.
No.
He had us on the wrong bus.
Move
we were
it.
going in the wrong direction.
Move It had us on the wrong bus. It had us on the right bus in the wrong direction. So because I'm paying attention, and she's like, "Woo,
no,
I'm looking.
Stop it.
I'm like, no.
Stop it.
I said, look, at the next stop, we need to get off because we're going the opposite direction where we need to be going.
Okay.
Oh, really? Yes.
Okay. Let me keep it together. So, someone pays for their Move It app, and I don't pay for mine.
First of all, it wasn't that much.
It doesn't matter. You pay for yours, and I pay for mine. Now, there has been more than once and twice, 2 times.
Thrice.
That I look at my app, and my app says we're in the wrong place, getting on the wrong bus. His paid for app has us getting on the wrong bus. Right or wrong?
Sometimes.
We're
on the right bus.
That's when I said
we're just on the wrong side of the street.
More than twice we've been on the wrong bus.
Yeah, we rode the bus like 20 times. So
anyway, we're gonna move on. Sean, has the president said when the blackouts will end?
Well, on the news, they did an interview with like the energy secretary. I don't know, whoever the guy was. And he said that like basically if things don't change with the weather, then you can assume this will go all the way until like April of 2025. Because I don't know why April 2025, unless they got some like model, some forecast model that shows a significant rain, or they've got some solution coming by then. But basically said, look forward to blackouts until then, at the latest. Who knows?
I don't know.
Who knows? If we're lucky, it'll just start raining cats and dogs, and then like, yeah, okay, we're good.
Jamie says, us early retired folks cannot complain at all. I am gardening, learning to paint. We are trying to spend dollars, buy pretty things, buy locally made pair of pants, etc.
Yeah.
Yep, we're doing the same thing, Jamie.
Yeah.
Like I said, there are people who are in worse situation than we are.
Yeah, we hit up the mercados, the local vendors, and you might have to haggle a little bit, but to us, it's worth it.
Sweet Tart, we arrive in Cuenca for 2 weeks soon for our 3rd visit. It sounds like shops and restaurants are doing well, and bring earplugs.
If you're gonna be in Centro, yeah. We don't live near Centro, but yeah, if you're gonna be there during the middle of the day, there's always gonna be like 1 or 2 streets in Centro where like all the power's out. It's usually not the whole area at once, but yeah, you'll know.
Johnny Hurt, you need to get on first and off first. Jamie says, oh, they don't wait for the last person to tap. They wait for the last person to get on the bottom step. Exactly.
Yeah. Once your foot leaves the curb. That's why. So I always let LaShawn get on first, right? Always. So when she gets on, I purposely do not step on the bus until after she's tapped her card and steps away from it. So and then I just jump. I jump from the curb to the first step. I don't hang while she's no. I wait till she taps it and then I jump on the bus. If anybody's behind me, they just gonna have to wait.
Okay, so Joe said, I'm gonna want to get on the bus when I come. I know you're gonna want to get on the bus. You're gonna experience something different.
It's cool though. The bus here really ain't that bad. They got Wi-Fi too. I don't know how well it works.
B said, okay, go to the Mercado, put stuff in the backpack.
Yeah. We take a backpack. We take a backpack and some shopping bags with us.
Now, the thing is, if you're buying fruit and stuff and you got other places to go, it'll be okay because it's cool outside. Meat, seafood, I wouldn't suggest unless you have a cooler.
Or unless you're going straight home.
Yeah, going back home. Yeah.
But sometimes, you might be somewhere at like, maybe like, was it Mercado Libre? For Real Libre. And let's say you buy some meat or something out there. And if you got to go all the way back across town and you're taking the bus, like it's legit going to be like an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. So you got to like keep that in mind when you're doing stuff like that.
How is the stray dogs situation in Cuenca? Are there? Yeah, there's a lot.
Well,
there's a lot. There's a lot.
Yes.
Yes, there's a lot.
Yes.
I have come across several.
But are they strays or just loose pets?
Okay.
Are they just loose pets? See?
Okay. All right, they stray when they out just roaming around.
We consider them strays in the States. If you see a dog running around in the United States, you gonna call a dog catcher like, yo, well, whose dog is running around?
But I've seen people open up their gate, let the dog out, gave them some food, like give them a bowl, sit outside, and it's like go play.
Like seriously, even where we live, like we see dogs running around all the time, and these dogs have owners. They just kind of let them roam the streets during the day, and I guess they come on like chickens at night. Or whenever they're hungry, because like we'll be walking and the dogs just come across the street, a little group of them.
Okay, so it's almost like when you were young and your mom told you go outside and play and don't come back to the street. Yeah. Like, come on, that's how those dogs.
It's like they go to work, let the dogs out, let the dogs out. Like they go into their shift and they let the dogs go to their own shift, and the dogs clock back in at the end of the day.
In the evening,
yeah, when they come home.
Then they start talking at night, like asking each other how was
like
their day.
8:30, 9 o'clock, we hear all the dogs. And then it just gets quiet.
They talk about their days and what their journeys.
Can't believe what that woman did to me at work.
Angel Lewis, I live at sea level. Can you explain what it's like at high altitude? How does your body feel?
It's different. It's different. And you're talking about two people who grew up at sea level their entire life, spent their whole life at sea level. I was in the military. I was pretty much always at sea level. So, yeah, you can tell.
Yeah, you can tell. I don't know. You get up too fast. Like you jump.
That's
up.
Anywhere though.
But no. It's different because you can get dizzy, but here you like.
Yeah, you lose your breath.
Yeah. You have to take a breath and like, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm doing too much.
Something that you think should be totally normal
Easy.
and average. So like, let's say, because this happens to us quite a bit now, and we're not in bad shape. But like, either LaShawn will be downstairs or I'll be downstairs, and I'll come up to tell her something, or she'll come up to tell me something, and she'll start talking, and it's like it takes a second for your body to realize that you don't have enough oxygen, so you start talking, and you're like. And like all of a sudden you're like you got to stop and take a deep, and then continue what you're saying because like your body has to say hey wait like we ain't caught up yet, like stop talking for a second, we ain't caught up.
Yeah.
So that's and every once in a while you just be sitting and like you'll be like you have to like catch your breath until you get used to it.
Yeah. So like when we first visit Cuenca, when we first did our exploratory trip, it was hard on me. And keto was even harder because with keto it's even higher, and waking up in the middle of the night, as we said before, gasping for air.
I would wake up and be like, and then go.
Yeah. So, being in Salinas and then coming back, this time it wasn't as hard. I don't have vertigo. I haven't had it, I don't think, since I've been here.
That's since you've been here now.
Yeah, but before it was pretty bad.
Knock on something.
Johnny, we've been looking out for you guys.
You'll come across us.
Yeah, we've come across several people that notice us because we don't really get to see our members. Our subscribers.
Say it like you told me. People notice me.
They do.
I don't like how she said it. People notice you.
Okay.
So it seems to happen like one day we were at the mall, one of the shopping centers. She as soon as she walked away, this couple walked up to me like, "Hey, we recognize you." And we had a whole conversation, and then like another couple, they
recognize him only because he's tall and he got his shiny head right there. Nobody noticed.
I was sitting down drinking some yogurt and eating some bread.
Shavy said, Google medicine altitude glaucoma. This medicine helped us.
Oh, altitude glaucoma medicine. Yeah.
Oops, what did I do?
Scroll. Yeah. No. Go back some more.
I tried. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, it was this
Oh,
one.
okay. No, I don't think I smile as much when
Nah, especially not when that sun out.
let me tell y'all. If you see me out there, I do have sort of tunnel vision because I'm trying to see where I need to go and watch my step if I'm out walking on the sidewalk because I'm trying not to fall.
You see your face, husband? Like, what shades on, so you can't see your eyes squinting. To me, she should be easy to recognize.
Stairs by take turmeric, no taste. Yes, I make ginger and turmeric shots. I drink those. I made those shots daily.
Well, yeah, because you made a big container of it.
You're right, both of them.
The tram, no.
No, we thought about taking the train, the
Yeah.
tram.
But we just didn't get a card, so
Yeah.
yeah.
We were near Fiera Libre, and Bus 100 comes every 4 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that's
Yeah, because it is that direction to go to Banos. Okay.
Steve. Buy that book, best. I have chicken ears, best 5 square feet.
Per bird, yeah.
He don't need any chickens. Are Cuenca Independence Day festivities still proceeding? We don't know.
There's no
sure,
noise.
I'm sure it will, but I'm not sure. But I think so. I've been trying to find information.
Because it was Guayaquil was last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Cuenca, their independence is the first week in November. It's around Day of Dead.
Okay.
So yeah, I think they're still taking place. I rode the bus in the wrong direction for 30 minutes because the views were so cool. I assumed we would get to the end and turn around. Nope. I thought about that too, Jamie. I was like, we're just gonna ride it and see where it goes. Maybe not.
One day. It depends on which bus it is.
Are there any internet issues during blackout?
Not that we've noticed. Have you noticed?
I don't think I'm saying. I mean, if you don't have a UPC to keep.
Yeah, if you don't have like something to keep your internet on at home.
Yeah, at home.
But
I think out. I don't think so.
As far as like phone service, no, it hasn't been an issue.
No, not for us. There aren't strays. Usually, they are pets taking themselves
That's
for
right.
a walk.
That's right. Your community dogs.
A lot of dogs have homes, but many don't look like they do.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a couple
Yeah.
right behind us. There's the prettiest dirty little dogs you ever seen. Little bows on the ears.
Got bows on the ears.
Dirty. Like
No,
pigpen.
The fur is really matted.
It's dirty.
Cause he was like, "Oh, it's got a nice little shortcut." I said, "Steve, that dog is matted."
It's not a haircut. Dog just nappy as mug. Yeah.
So yes, but like when the sun goes down, they go wherever they supposed to go.
Yeah, they disperse.
All
All right, y'all, time to clock out.
Okay, so friendly. Yep, most loose pets is Ecuadorian thing.
Yep.
The dogs are. Jamie said the dogs on our area are so nice until a female goes into heat. Then they go, ooh.
Yeah.
I hope we don't experience
sound
that.
about right.
Hello from Texas. Sorry I'm late.
Nah,
Roland
no problem.
Jones 2020.
Hola.
Are you drinking enough water? Yes.
Plenty.
It doesn't seem like it. I alternate between water with salt, Himalayan salt, just plain water, Gatorade, and it's like when you walk out there in the sun,
Yeah.
it just goes.
Prime example, the other day when we were walking to a different bus stop. It's like a little bit further from us, but to catch a different bus. And I want to say, was it before we got to the bus stop or when we got to the bus stop? We were both like thirsty.
Parched.
And it was only like a 19-minute walk. And we had drunk water before we left.
What I realized and what I've seen a lot of Ecuadorian carry around water bottles, drinking coconut water. Like They know what to do
Yeah. So we keep a bottle of water
on us
on
now.
us. Like she has her like little thermos bottle, or I might bring a bottle, a big bottle, a liter bottle with me, um, just for that reason. Because I drink a lot of water already, and even I get thirsty.
Yeah, Johnny said drink water and rest a lot for high altitude. Yeah, I rest. I don't do much.
Much else.
I go from outside to inside, back on the recliner. I took, hold on, Diamox for 2 weeks to help with altitude. It made me feel so much better. Okay, so for all of you, I am that 1% that cannot take a lot of things. Go ahead, because he's ready. He's ready.
She's that list on the medication commercial when they're like, may also cause. That's her. She's that person. She's the person they're talking to. So yeah, we gotta be careful with anything.
Always, it's now down to food. We just gonna leave it at that. What mall do you like? I don't think we have a particular mall that we like.
It depends on what we're doing. I think it depends on what we're doing.
What are we doing, man?
Okay, so like when we went to Mall del Rio.
Yeah, Mall del Rio.
Okay, we've been there
twice.
Mm-hmm. And that was just because we needed something to do. Like we were already on that side of town, and we just didn't feel like going back home yet. So we went there. So we didn't have anything particular to do except to eat. Like,
we always eat, so we know.
So we just walked around the whole mall. We hadn't actually walked around the whole mall, so we did that day. But then the one where Mega Maxi and Mega Kiwi is, we've been there a few times.
Mm-hmm. But I don't even feel like that's a mall. It's just
it's just like a place. Oh, it just depends on what we're doing. So I don't know if we have really a preference. I do know that one is it Millennium Plaza, that smaller one. That's the one that has the change machine.
No.
Which one had the change machine in the?
It's over. It's not Millennium Plaza. It's where the corral. It's so many corral. We go to the one that's Monet
shop. Oh yeah.
Monet shop.
That one has this. This might not sound like much, but it has a change machine on the bottom floor where the food
KFC.
court is. Yeah, right in front of the KFC. So if you just want to change a 20 into like 21s, you don't need to go wait in line at the bank. You just go bing, and it spits them out. It's the best thing. I wish they had them everywhere.
We've been looking.
I've been looking everywhere I go. I'm like, I hope they got a change machine here. No, I got to go back there.
Let's see. Brinkley, oh my gosh, you all are too cute. She said shiny head. Yeah, he knows.
Hey, Mom.
Roland Jones, hey, are you all going to the 80s event? Looks like so much fun. We can't wait to get there. December.
Saturday?
Yeah. I don't know if we're going to go to the event. We may, we are thinking about going to the social.
Right. Oh, because it is two different things. That's right.
Yeah, we usually home by dark.
Yeah, we usually home when the sun goes down. Yeah. We're like some reverse vampires.
Yeah. We're not trying to be out there with the
young folks.
Yeah, we too
old. We're not too
old.
bougie. We're not too bougie.
No, we're not bougie. We just like to chill.
Like, aren't we supposed to catch up on the show tonight?
Yes. Okay.
Watch Culinary Wars.
Oh.
Watch Culinary Wars on Netflix.
That is very good.
It's awesome.
Yeah. We actually look forward to watching that.
Yeah, I wait for another season now.
Okay, so Adventurelanders, we sat at the wrong bus stop waiting for the wrong bus for 30 minutes.
Yeah, we did that.
We done that.
Because it
said
that bus is coming.
And it didn't come.
Nope.
We don't know where that
bus went.
We just took a taxi.
Yeah. I ain't waiting no more.
Okay. But, yeah. So, we miss Salinas. We miss our friends that are in Salinas. You know, we had our at least once a month gathering with a couple of friends there. So if you're watching, we miss y'all.
If you're watching in the future, we miss you. We may have a couple of them visiting soon. Possibly, soon.
So
we really look forward to that.
Yes, and we stay in touch. What else we need to talk about?
Questions. Are there any questions for us? I think that was the reason we were supposed to be here anyway. But yeah, while you're coming up with any questions you have, the I will say that like our even though our lifestyle hasn't really changed, like our comfort level maybe has changed a little bit. We still don't. We still kind of do the same stuff that we did, but because of where we live, like we live like in a neighborhood. We just like we just kind of just go out and walk around and just do whatever, and it's really relaxing. It's more relaxing than it is to be on the beachfront where there's like lots of
Okay,
tourists.
yeah, I
And
thought about that the other day. Yes, we had an ocean view. I think for me, the reason why Cuenca appeals to me more is because this is my personal opinion. This is for me only, and I'm not speaking for him. I'm speaking for myself. The ocean view doesn't change. It's always the ocean view. Not that it's bad, but in Cuenca, for me, it feels like you get fall and spring, and those are the two main seasons that I really like. Because I like when fall comes around, the leaves are falling off. Spring comes around, things are blooming. So Cuenca reminds me of fall and spring because you got things blooming. You got the greenery, the trees. Some of them are
a little browner than others.
browner than others. Some green. You don't get that like if you on the highway you see the orange and the reddish leaves on the trees here, but just seeing the greenery is something for me that I enjoy.
Yeah.
And so yeah, you can have the ocean view and it's great, but just for me, I just need something changing, and Cuenca does that for me.
Yeah. And like seeing the mountains, it hasn't updated yet. That's why I looked in here. Here, if you want to look right there. Seeing the mountains, like we just step outside and see the mountains, like all around, and that view is like priceless. Especially when it's clear. Like today and yesterday was just kind of clear skies. That view is incredible. And it reminds me when I lived in Alaska because there are some similarities. So it is an awesome place to be and to see. Did you?
Johnny wants to know yeah, he's done it. Ate cuy.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna get another one too.
When did you eat cuy?
That was when we first visited.
No,
It was.
no, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. I'm sorry. Well, I tried to get it when we first
When
visited.
we went to Keto and we was on our trip to
Kodakachi.
Yeah, Kodakachi.
Yeah, it was near wherever all the leather district was.
Mm-hmm.
But there's two restaurants here that kind of specialize in it that I saw. So I'm gonna get some more. And I took some suggestions from some folks that commented on our last longer video about like restaurant referrals. So I marked them down in Google and places I want to go. So as I go to those places, I may not remember who suggested it. I'm sorry.
But we'll shout out the restaurant.
I'll shout out the restaurant.
Okay. I think this is Reese. That's how. If I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly. Does the cloudiness get depressing at all, or is there enough sunshine most days? I was there in, I think it's April 2023, and it was fine. Cloudiness, no, because sometimes that cloudiness helps.
Yeah, sometimes you want it.
It's not depressing.
No.
Because it goes like in the morning you may have sunshine, you may have cloudiness, and then it switches.
Yeah. Or it may be sunny early in the morning and then get cloudy later, or it might be sunny all day.
That's what I said, it switches.
Yeah, it's still different than Selena's, like the 4 straight months of almost total cloudiness. This is much more manageable.
Yeah.
Like it's cloudy, but it's not cloudy all day.
Right. And it's a good balance.
Yeah.
It's a good balance.
Perfect balance, because sometimes when you're out there, you like, please, can a cloud jump in front of the sun real quick, please.
Sweet tart. Cuy is greasy, a cross between duck and chicken. Not much meat like quail or dove. Skin is tasty.
That whole thing was tasty. The toenails were tasty. I don't
Okay.
know if I had the toenails, but it was. They
Oh
had
my
it
God.
like cooked so well that you could just pretty much eat the whole thing.
B said, question: 2 suitcases, not going back to U.S. Blanket, sweaters, your truckload. What's reality? Okay, so we can only speak from our experience. As you all, if you didn't see our few videos in the beginning, when we were moving to Ecuador, we had 11 suitcases. There were four. I think it was like a total of 4 suitcases, four duffel bags, and whatever else we had. No, it was 6. But anyway,
Yeah.
we did. What was it, 2 days before? 2 days before,
Yeah, we had to make a change.
we had to reduce all the way down to 2 suitcases per person because American would not allow us to bring more than that.
Yeah. It was some change, like, because we had heard that we
It
could
was
bring
fine,
more.
but you know they change up their rules whenever they feel like it. Now sweaters and blankets, it depends on your level of comfort. Because for me, I don't need blankets, I don't need sweaters. I'm walking around with a t-shirt. If I'm walking, like if I'm exercising, I'm taking a walk. Sometimes I have on a tank top. I'll leave out with a pullover. By the time I get in about 5-10 minutes, I'm coming out of it. So it's just
Yeah. I have a bunch of hoodies, and I would not dare. I would not dare walk out with a hoodie on. Like I might bring one with me. That's why I usually bring my jacket. But I wouldn't dare walk out with one on because I know I'm gonna take it off in like a few minutes.
so Brinkley 97. Apart from the quail, do you think you'll get your own Roman Cuenca dog? He he's been seeing dogs a lot, and I think he's trying to persuade me to get one.
She doesn't take that much persuasion.
I
If
don't.
it's the right dog, trust me. I saw one the other day. I told her about it because I was coming back from the gym, and it was like the most beautiful puppy, bully pit bull. I'm telling you, she would have been like, ooh, ooh.
And that's all it would have been. Ooh, ooh, and we would have kept it moving.
But we got to make sure our situation here is
It's what it's gonna be.
good enough for to have a dog. Like that's not our priority right now. But of course we love dogs though.
We do, but not now. Right now, I'm not getting a dog right now.
Right.
That's my point. I'm not
Right now.
Not one. Sweet tart San Joaquin. Is that right?
San Joaquin.
Is it San Joaquin?
I think so.
Oh, area is known for good
Cool
restaurants.
restaurants.
I'm not eating that. I didn't. It looked like a rat on a plate.
It's delicious. Jamie said, "Don't bring blankets unless it's electric blanket." Yeah, I guess I think it really depends on your tolerance for like cold because I honestly thought that. Now I understand that we're going into like the warmer part of the year, so I get that. But I honestly thought that we would be colder than we have been.
I think we haven't got acclimated, so it would be the same way when we moved to Salinas. When we got to Salinas, everybody was walking around with sweaters, hoodies. Hoodies.
During the winter, yeah.
Yeah, and we were still walking around with short sleeves.
Yeah.
We haven't got acclimated yet, so I'm pretty sure after we've been here a while, we're probably walking around with hoodies too. I don't know if I'm gonna be walking around with a coat or layers.
I can't see myself getting a coat. And remember that day? We were coming back from wherever I forgot. But anyway, we were coming back and we were walking back home. And that lady was walking.
Yeah. She had on gloves. She had on a big jacket. She had a long jacket.
The long old school jacket you send your daughter to school with.
And snow boots.
And with a shirtling around it, like fur.
Yes. And
we got on t-shirts.
I was hot.
I was hot looking at it. And she was just...
But she's actually, this is, she's used to this. And I was
Woo.
sweating. I was
Yeah, I
like,
said,
oh my
goodness.
goodness.
I don't know how in the world she is out here walking around in that thing.
But there's nothing. The sun is very intense. That sun is
Yeah,
intense.
it ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. None.
It's like, okay, if I was a vampire,
Poof.
yes, you just blow up.
You wouldn't sizzle.
No,
Just poof.
in an instant. Yes, sunscreen. We wear sunscreen, the lotion.
Well, you really
cream,
I don't use sunscreen, just the lotion. Really,
the cream I made that has
like coconut oil and stuff in it, like
sunscreen,
natural
shea
sunscreen.
butter, and natural sunscreen in it.
Yeah.
What was in your truck? Everything that we had already.
Everything we came with, and everything that we got while we were in Salinas, which we honestly forgot how many bags we had because whenever we went
to the US,
we only came here with two apiece, two big bags apiece, and
so when we go back to the US, we come back with
two more apiece,
and
we did that twice.
Yeah, we got all those bags here now.
We did that 3 times, didn't we?
Yeah, we got 11 bags here.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
We did not realize how many. Like when we were packing, we was like, oh my goodness, like why do we have all these bags? But they were all full. They were all full.
With everything we brought from the US, yeah. So, I
get right here if you can see it better.
You can buy 1 billion blankets here. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're especially the wool ones. I mean, I can't even see myself now.
Get an alpaca wool blanket or something. That'll keep you warm. Yeah. It might itch. I don't know.
I hope the Picari shop is still operating. Did we go to the Picari?
We didn't go to the Picari shop. No.
What shop we went to that had the chocolate one that we bought? That wasn't Picari, or that was a different one.
I don't think it was Picari. I don't remember where that was. You talking about here?
No, yeah, in Ecuador. I'm talking about when we went on the.
Oh no, it wasn't Picari. No. I forgot. I know what you're talking about.
They had different types of chocolate.
Yeah, I have to look it up, but it wasn't Picari. It was like their own little brand.
Jamie B was asking about a bathrobe. Yeah, definitely have a bathrobe.
Yeah. That steam, that hot steamy shower. If you got it, make sure you got hot water. Make sure you got hot water. But yeah, if your house is wherever you live is going to be cool because you're not going to have AC and heat, so it's going to be cool probably in the evening. So yeah, bathrobe, good fuzzy bathrobe. Yeah.
Yeah, I brought mine.
Yeah.
I got my pajamas. I have pajamas. I have my fuzzy bathrobe. If you like hoodies, I would say bring a hoodie if you don't want to wear anything heavy.
Yeah. The cold really isn't that bad, but like I said, we haven't been here that long, so maybe we're not as good judges of the temperature. But it really hasn't.
Well, some people are cold nature, some people are warm nature, hot nature.
Well, you're always like warmer than me. I'm usually the one that's like, I'm chilly, you know. And I haven't been like that. Maybe except for like the first couple of days we were here.
Yeah, he was. He was like, ugh.
Yeah, I gotta put on my hoodie inside the house.
Yeah,
but I was doing that in Salinas too. So
he was. I had all the windows. I mean, the patio doors open in Salinas. He was like, look,
you gotta close one of these, keep this breeze from coming through here. Yeah. So like I said,
don't judge by us. Don't go by us. We the oddball.
I'm usually cooler, and I haven't been cold. So, take that for what it is. Well, Reese, if I don't even know what the name of the neighborhood is, but what you have to do is just kind of look around. We just got lucky, honestly, when we were looking and ran into a cool owner. Yeah. And so yeah, it's really
it's
like
basically you have trial and error. You get out. If you want to be in Central, you be in Central. There's a lot of places there. You want to live on the outskirts, there are places there too. It's just whatever you're looking for that is convenient.
Yeah. It depends on what's important to you. So like the one thing that was important to us was like being close enough to a bus line
to where we could walk. We barely.
I mean, we're pretty close. It's only a 5-minute walk. To the closest one. The second
That
closest one
ain't
is...
no other ones.
Well, the next... Yeah, there is. The next...
You gotta walk 20 minutes.
It's 19.
20 minutes.
It's 19.
So now you know. 20 minutes to
so
get to...
we're like... we're on the outer edge of the city.
Very
Yeah, we're on the outer edge of the city. So it is kind of just chill and quiet, and there's plenty of what we need nearby.
Yeah.
You know,
we see a lot of goats and horses.
Cuenca isn't like enormous. Cuenca is a big city compared to Salinas, but size-wise, it isn't that big. Like, it really ain't that big. So, like, when we first got here, we were thinking that, like, okay, it's going to take us a while to learn this. And then, like, after a few days, I'm like, okay, I know this street. I know this street. I mean,
after we'd been on a bus a lot.
Yeah, we rode the bus a lot. We passed the same places all the time. We're like, oh, we passed it from a different direction. We're like, oh, yeah, okay, now I know where we are.
So, what is this thing? Adventurelanders. What kind of things do you bring back from the States when you make a trip?
Well,
okay.
Go ahead.
What kind of thing? Okay, so for instance,
sorry,
if you need what's the battery backup?
Oh, you mean for the phone?
What we use to charge our phones or anything, our electronics. What is those? It's external
power supply.
Power supply.
Yeah.
So a lot of things here in Ecuador cost more than what's in the U.S.
Yeah.
If we're going to the U.S. and we need any type of electronics or
if I need a new hard drive, if I need
it's electronics,
right?
Household supply. I mean electronic. We'll get it there because it's much cheaper to get it there and bring it here. Mm. So normally we just take a somewhat empty suitcase and buy whatever we need in the U.S. and bring it back. Yeah. Now, if you were trying to order before, Amazon had the flat fee shipping of $5, customs and the shipping would hit you over the head. Sometimes, because no, it was a lot of times. So if you were paying, let's say you got some electronics, it was $125. By the time shipping and custom hit, you were paying like $220.
Yeah. It was sometimes almost like double 80, the price.
Yeah. So it's like, is it worth it?
If it wasn't in the 4x4. If it's in the 4x4, you were usually pretty decent.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to charge you more, but like it wasn't not how it was to anything that was outside of the 4x4. Because remember when I ordered that stuff,
let me just say this,
and they want to charge me $80 for something that costs $40.
Suitcase before we have an argument here. Take your empty suitcase and get whatever you need to get and bring it back, or use the Amazon $5 shipping and see if it qualifies to have it shipped. Some things doesn't qualify. They'll tell you like they don't ship. And of course, we also went to Panama. Panama is a little cheaper than Ecuador, but it's still more expensive.
No, it's cheaper than the United States.
Panama was not cheaper than the U.S.
To buy it? Oh, no, cheaper than Ecuador. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, sweetie. Relax.
Let's move on. Because you better get There are 2 Picard shops in Cuenca. Ooh, I have to check that out.
Jamie said we missed the cold.
Did we miss it?
Yeah, she said we missed the cold 1 month earlier. It was chilly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
At night, not the day. Yeah. But yeah, nighttime is, we're cool with that. I mean, eventually, if it gets too bad, I'll just get a gas heater or something. Brinkley moved here from Maryland and will take the cool 50-degree nights over 20 degrees. Absolutely. We know that we live in Virginia. So, yeah, we know.
Jamie, somewhere in Northeast. We just, look, we're just in a
Las
spot.
Americas. Yeah, actually, Las Americas. We're like, like North Las Americas.
I don't know what Las Americas is.
East. Yeah, it's kind of northeast. Yeah.
B says she's not going back to the U.S.
Hey, if you can manage without having to go back, we had to go back just for like
we go back
different
for
reasons. Yeah, and I had like VA appointments I had to go to, so like I had reasons to go back. But like after like 7 days back home, after we see everybody, like all right, we're ready to go back home now. Go back to Ecuador and chill out. Too much going on here. We got to drive too much in the United States. So while LaShawn is gone, are there any other questions? Love to answer. We have been enjoying ourselves here. I will say that. I don't want to jinx ourselves, but we really do like it here. We gave Salinas 2.5 years, and we kind of loved it. We know people have their issues with Salinas and Santa Elena in general, but we kind of loved it there. It's just it's for us. It's cheaper to live here, and it has more of the stuff that we might want or need. That's easier to get to. Did you bring a bike with you? If that question was for us, Johnny, no. Well, you mean the scooter? Yes. Scooter, absolutely. As a matter of fact, I made a little video of LaShawn's first real scooter lesson. That video will be out what's today? Thursday? Tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. So look for that tomorrow or Saturday. I can't remember. But yeah, she's okay. She's doing pretty good. I'll get her right. After a while, I'll be able to just sit on the back like this while she flies down the street.
Yeah, I like to see him sitting on the back like that.
It's like Mad Max out
You be
here.
leaning back like this. Oh. Yes, Johnny, we do like Cuenca. I think it was a good choice.
So you need to bring. So what do you need? I mean, it depends on you personally, but just think like
She said, so I need to bring what I need to bring.
she said help.
Help. Bring
So-
your own towels.
Yeah.
Bring your own towels. That has been an ongoing thing on anything I see on Facebook. Bring your own towels. Bring your own sheets.
I will say that if you have any particular kitchen gadgets that you're like fond of, bring them, because it may be prohibitively expensive to get it.
Yeah.
Like the KitchenAid mixer.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
The KitchenAid mixer costs
the good one.
$800 to $1,000.
Yeah. A PlayStation is $900 with a game
$800
included.
to $1,000.
Yeah.
And I really was like, oh, I need to contact my son and be like, I need my KitchenAid back.
Yeah. So like a blender, a Ninja, or like just any weird.
Yeah, the
kitchen
Ninja
gadgets.
is like
Yeah.
$200.
Yeah.
And you can get one from Amazon like $80 some.
Yeah.
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 So yeah, and if you like to sew, bring your own sewing machine.
Absolutely.
If you have space for it.
But I will say there are lots of places here that have like that sell sewing machines, because like sewing's like a big thing here.
Yeah.
So like there's lots of people that service sewing machines and sell sewing machines. So if your machine breaks, you can definitely get it fixed, because they don't throw away nothing.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, that is excellent. Like they don't throw away nothing.
Jamie said the major streets look like an eyeball with El Centro as the pupil.
Yeah.
You are north of the right crease. I'm just north of the left.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a good way to look at it.
Jew.
The Eye of Sauron. That was when that
What?
Lord of the Rings.
The what?
The Eye.
Yeah,
Lord of the
yeah,
Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Do you have a heater at home?
No.
No.
Currently, no. If the need arises,
He's just
yes.
gonna put on a sweater.
Yeah, probably.
Cause when I have it on heat, I can't do it.
Yeah, it has not. I promise you, and I know it may have been cooler earlier, but I promise you, it has not been that cold here since we've been here. Like 50,
It's not
50
been
degrees.
cold to us.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what
It
I'm saying.
may be cold to other people.
Yeah, I'm saying like 50-degree nights, like feels
It's
good.
cool. And let me just tell you, I have a fan running, so
Yeah, on her. Not
on me directly. Adventure. What is the best way to get to Salinas from Cuenca just to visit the coast? You can take the bus. So if you're leaving from Cuenca, you can take the little
The
transport vans.
Yeah, I forgot the name of the one.
You can take
Alianza.
Alianza, and or you can take the bus. Because when we first came to Cuenca, we took the bus. There are bus lines from Cuenca to Salinas.
Well,
Yeah.
Cuenca to
Cuenca to
Guayaquil.
Guayaquil.
Cuenca,
Sorry,
Guayaquil,
Cuenca,
and Guayaquil
Guayaquil,
to Salinas.
and then Guayaquil to Salinas. So when we came the last time, we took Alianza from Guayaquil to Cuenca, and then something happened. We couldn't take a van back. We got on the bus and we took
No, well, we did. No,
something happened
yeah,
and we
that
couldn't
was
get on.
halfway because we took the
See,
van.
can I finish? I just said we took the van from Cuenca to Guayaquil.
No, you said the
on
other
the
way
way.
around.
No, I didn't.
You did.
On the way to Salinas, something happened, so we had to take the bus. And to take the bus from Guayaquil to Salinas for the both of us was like $10.
Yeah, it's $5 apiece.
Yeah. So it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It was pretty good, and I think CLP or CPL is the bus line you could take from Guayaquil.
And there's a van line that goes straight to the Malecon, which is Ruta del Sol. Ruta del Sol goes from Salinas.
They do make some stops
to Guayaquil.
so it's not like Alianza. So
Yeah.
they will stop in different places. So that's something you got to be
It's $12.
prepared for. Okay. We bought nice knives. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you had to order some, right?
I had to order some.
Yeah.
And because these
Like, what are these things? Like, you can't even cut a mango with this.
Can you buy sheets? Lands in on $5 shipping.
If you can get it on Amazon.
Yeah.
And-
If it qualifies.
Yeah, it'll tell you when you click. Like, so it'll say on Amazon, it'll say, like, ships to Ecuador. And it will also say qualifies for $5 shipping. If it doesn't say qualifies for $5 shipping, then you got to pay more.
And Brinkley says approaching the bedtime hour for.
Moi.
Appreciate you guys sharing your time, answering questions. Look forward to the next video. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. And like Jamie said, she gave you a list of things that.
Instant Pot, yeah.
Yes. If you're a plus size, all the courtesies you can. Courtesies. Plus size, all the clothes you can fit. Not the sewing machine. Got a brother from $169 from
At
Etia.
Tia.
Oh.
A brother? Huh.
Yeah. I got mine in the States. Had to cut that.
Bringing a Vitamix, yeah.
Bring your Vitamix.
Yeah. Because you don't want to buy one around here. I don't even know if they sell Vitamix here. I haven't even seen one.
Hey, have we been looking for one?
No.
Okay.
So it may be. But I can only assume they're ridiculous.
Yeah, they'll be heavy. When I brought my sewing machine, I was at 47 because I think it's 50 pounds. Then you have to pay extra for over the weight. So I did pretty good. Espresso machine. We have been.
You can. All right. Let me just say this because I drink a lot of espresso, a lot of coffee, and we have our little espresso maker, the little like what's it made of? I don't know, aluminum or whatever, like the Cuban style espresso maker.
It's a little coffee pot.
Right.
It's like a
little percolator. Have the little like espresso machine that you put the little cups in, and you hit the button and it spits it out. You can get those here. They aren't like ridiculously expensive. It just depends on the brand you want. If you want like the Nescafe one, then you're gonna pay for it. I forgot what the other big brand is, but we got ours used, so like that made it a little cheaper.
Reese said, "Do U.S. sheets fit Ecuador beds?" Yes.
Yeah. Now, one thing I found out is that like if you go into a shop, if you're gonna buy a mattress or sheets or whatever, you got to know how to say queen because they don't just say like.
They don't say queen size.
Yeah.
They say dos plaza y media.
Yeah.
So if you have a queen, it's usually dos plaza y media. That's 2.5 people. 2.5 people.
I don't know what 2.5 people.
All right.
Game time. Saints are playing. Oh shucks, they're garbage. But I hope you enjoy the game because we did beat the Saints. Even though the Eagles aren't the greatest this year, we did beat the Saints, and we are happy about that. And hopefully the Saints lose tonight so that y'all can make some trades before the trade deadline and get better. That's my 2 cents.
Game talk. So if anyone has any more questions, we'll be happy to ask. We'll be on for a few more minutes because we know it's 8 or wherever.
It's like 10 after 8 East Coast, yeah.
East Coast. We're behind. But yeah, so any of the things that you need to bring, just contemplate and look and see if you can, because we do have a website to have some, I mean, a video to have some Ecuadorian websites, online shops that you can see how much stuff costs.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what video that was. It was
some months ago.
yeah, but they have some online shops that you can look at and kind of compare and
Yeah.
see what the prices are of some things that you may want,
Yeah, like really.
like
I mean,
computers,
yeah,
phones.
that's the
Those.
best thing to do, honestly. Just and even just go to like Corral. I'm not now. I can't tell you that if you try to access Corral in the United States, if your IP will like mess. I don't know. If you're able to get on like Corral or Megamaxi or something like that from the United States, check it. Check the prices of things there. Translate the page, but check the prices of things there, and you'll see what we're talking about. There are some things that are really reasonable, some things that are really expensive. You might see a blender, like, oh man, why is this blender, this great looking blender is only $35 because it's made by Tecna. So just know you got to know what you're looking at.
So B, what do you mean? Like what was in the truck? Because like we were saying, we had a lot of
Oh yeah,
suitcases. Um,
couch,
we had a sofa. Like what exactly?
mattress,
Like
yeah, scooter, tables, no chairs. Well, yeah, we did have these chairs. Yeah, yeah.
um, forgot what was I gonna say. So did on yeah. So just to summarize everything, the Mercados are similar to the same Mercados that we had in Salinas. So you get your fruit,
Yeah.
meat.
Only there's a lot more of them here.
Yeah. Um, yeah.
Pretty much everything's. I mean, we learned a lot living in Salinas. Like we learned a lot about the country. Um, so like, it wasn't a big adjustment coming here. It just honestly, it just became easier. His radio power goes out at 8, so I have to get ready for that. Our apartment's all electric. Take care. I understand. You take care, Johnny. Thank you for watching, and we'll run into you at some point.
Yes.
Trust me. But yeah, this adjustment hasn't been difficult at all. Um, so it's been cool. It's been a good journey. You know.
Yeah. And we're happy we're not tied down. We don't have we didn't buy we don't have a car, so it makes it easier to maneuver and get where we need to go.
Free agents.
Yeah. So that's one reason why we don't have a dog. And the scooter works for us because I really don't want to drive.
Yeah, we don't drive far on the scooter.
We don't. No, we don't. I don't want to drive a car.
Yeah.
Because there's too many one-way streets, and I can see myself going down the wrong way.
Find a place with a gas stove and oven. Yeah.
Yes, definitely a gas stove and plants. I got a bunch of plants.
Yeah.
I tried my best not to buy any more plants.
You got to see the gleam in her eye when we walk past, like, not flowers, plants. We walk past a bunch of plants. She's like,
I'm part of a Facebook group that buying plants. I don't know. It's some plant. Oh, the plants. They're just heavenly.
Yeah. Well, unless there's some more questions.
Oh, and B, like James said, gas stove, gas oven, hot water.
Okay, while we're on that subject, make sure that place might have hot water, gas, stove, and all that, but you have to replace the gas tanks.
Yeah, you got to buy the gas tanks.
But if that's not something you're thinking about, like you're ready for, it may surprise you.
And then whatever place you're looking at, turn the water on, look around, make sure it's what you want, make sure it has what you need, make sure things work, and if you decide to get in a contract, make sure it meets your needs and not just the landlord needs. make sure you cover yourself.
Yeah. We did pot the plants.
Pots to put plants in. Oh,
Yeah.
I got a bunch of those.
Yeah, she already had a bunch of pots, so
Yeah.
that was no issue.
Yeah.
Still got some left. Yeah.
I do. I'm trying to think of what I want to put in it.
Do not bring pots for plants. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, I had a bunch of plants.
Yeah, we had to put them in boxes and
Ooh.
brought them.
I didn't realize how many plants I had.
Got a few more though since we got here. Small ones, the succulents. Yeah.
You're welcome, Reese. But yeah, Ecuador has pretty much what you need. Sometimes you just have to travel for different stores to get what you want, but it's a lot, especially in Cuenca. I'm pretty sure if anybody's deciding to move to Quito, they may have just more.
Quito's bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Ecuador has what you need, and we're happy we made the move.
Mm-hmm.
And wait a minute, Jamie. You said what? I have an obsession with getting all the weirdest looking succulents. Me too.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so.
I did. So maybe her little bug is rubbing off on me a little bit. Because, like, we were walking that same park. I think, Jamie, you mentioned it earlier in the comment. The park that's across from Mega Maxi. We were walking towards the Mega Maxi, and I kept seeing these little air plants on the trees and the bushes and whatnot. So I was like, oh, I want to get one. I want to get one. So, yeah, I snatched one, and we brought it home. It's
Yeah,
like a little pet.
stealing stuff.
It wasn't stealing. It was on a tree. It was on a tree.
Stealing stuff. But anyway, don't do it. Don't mess up the ecosystem.
It wasn't. It's
But
$3 for
anyway,
refill propane.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
You want to tell them a little story
No.
about the guy?
You tell the story,
Okay.
Steve.
The poor
You
guy.
love telling
Poor guy that
stories.
brought us a refill. I messed up and told him the wrong color tank. Not realizing he had 2 color tanks on the truck, and we had 2 color tanks at the house, but I only needed the white one. I told him yellow. So poor guy, he jumps on the truck. He's hanging on the side. He pulls that thing over, and this guy's like 5 feet tall. He pulls it on his shoulder. He jumps off the truck with it, brings it in, hooks it up. He's about to hook it up. And he's like, oh. And I said, oh, no, Blanca. Oh, sorry. And I could see, like, in his eyes, like, oh, this idiot. Like, can't believe this dude told me he needed a yellow one.
And I gotta put this.
So he had to take it, put it back, throw it back in the truck, get another one out. So I just gave him a tip. I was like, I felt bad for the guy. And it was like 7 o'clock at night, too. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, we had never experienced, didn't know. Well, I was cooking, and the gas went out. I was like, okay. But it's good that they deliver until 7 or 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. The one thing I would say that Ecuador does do is if you need something,
You can get it.
you can get it.
Somebody bring it to you.
Yeah. I mean, because just think about it, the gas went out in the U.S.
Yeah, if you had gas, oh my goodness.
We'll put you on the schedule.
Yeah.
I don't know when they're going to get there.
Be there between the hours of 12 and 6.
Who knows? But yeah, I mean, came out the same night, so that's convenience.
Yeah.
Those are the perks that we appreciate and that
Can't take for
offset things that are inconvenient.
Yeah.
So, well, we're not gonna hold anyone any longer. We thank you all for joining us, and you get to see our real side, how we get on my nerves.
Yeah.
But
look at her scooter lesson tomorrow. She did good. It's not even. I don't even have a joke for this. She did good.
But anyway, thank you for watching. Until next time, like, share, and subscribe.
Thanks.